Hey Greg, let's check out this workout. Squats are always fun because you've got that nice long torso. And that's a darn fine squat. All I do see is there's a little bit of funniness at the knee. See that, how it caves in a little bit as you're ascending. I'd try and see if you can't just, and that was a little out, too far out and then too far in. It looks like just as you go through the set, we're losing control of the knees a little bit. Think about really freezing your knees hard or setting them in concrete when you get them to their farthest point forward as you set them in the squat. And then stay really tight in your hips as you descend into the very bottom, that last third of the squat. A lot of times that knee stuff is really lack of control of the hips, and there's some anatomical reasons for that. So I would focus on staying tight in the hips again, freezing your knees in concrete, see if that doesn't help get those knees under control. With your bench press, a little note, if you could always record your setup, and I can just fast forward it if needed. I know other coaches might not love this, but I definitely love it if I could get your setup so that I could see how tight we're getting. As it is right here, I think that we could get a little more arch, is my guess, which will help abbreviate this range of motion a little bit, but more importantly, it'll help set these shoulder blades a little tighter. As we're going through the set. Let's see that one more time. I don't see anything I could really hate on here. The bar path looks good from what I can see. It almost looks like you're locking out over the rib cage, a little further over the rib cage, but I can't see from this angle. So also with this, if I could get an angle from the direct side, that would be super helpful. And make sure to film your setup. I appreciate that. Or at least not edit out your setup, because it's probably filmed. Now with these deadlifts, got a little on your heels there on that one. That one you kind of fixed it. That's pretty good. Hard to hate anything on these. That was good and over the midfoot. Yeah, it's really hard to hate anything on these. They look really great. Keep on plugging along on those. So with the squat, just a little more control of the knees. Stay tight in the hips as you're descending that last third. And with the bench press, see if you can't get tighter against the bench and sort of wedge yourself in between the bar and the bench a little better. And then film your setup, film the bench press from an oblique, and film the squat from an oblique angle if you could. That's to the side. Thanks so much, Greg. Good session.